Okay, went off there, so I'm just going to make it quick. So the two little lads, the brothers, evolved souls. And all it means, it doesn't mean they're going to become gurus. In fact, the very opposite. They're not going to use that there. They're just not. Okay, our family, having people entities above, my family, know us better than we know ourselves. And if they thought that these people were going to use their power to fucking start a cult or something, they wouldn't have it. It's soul, it's their energy. They can't help who they are. That's who they are. That's their soul. Okay? And all that means, I think, for now anyway, is that they're meant to be on Earth. Their energy makes Earth a better place for the fact that they are on Earth. One, that makes Earth a better place. Sorry, get that. I'm getting that right. Makes Earth a better place. And that's it. That they don't have to do anything. They are not putting this Earth to fucking be anybody's leaders or to put anybody. They're just there. They're just here on Earth for their energy to make it a better place. So far, that's all I know. I've not got into detail. Okay. Like I say, the powers that be know who's glowing and who's not glowing, and it will be humans that they send your way to try to stop you. Humans that they'll try to do that to get you close to as possible, to have relationships, neighbours or whatever. But it will be relationship, be romantic relationships, it'd be friends, it'd be whoever. And they'll do that, or they'll try to break you, like cause depression. Like I said, they've got technology to do that, to change how you view the world, your views on certain things. But because you're not even, you're more evolved than I am. And I'm not saying this to be fucking Larry or, I'm just talking to, I'm talking to UFOs. But you've got a more of a stronger link to higher beings than I have. Your soul is more advanced. They've got much more of a high link to high energetic beings than I have. Okay? Even though I've got a link to high beings, your soul, their souls are more advanced, I should say. I don't know. But I haven't got that that energy that glows from them. I've got energy glowing, but they've got it just instantly. I'm finally agreeing with me there. It's like I say, I haven't got the energy, they have it. It's a different type of. It's like we're given a set roles. Yeah, when we die, we're given set roles. We come from depends on your clan, where you come from, how you evolve, and what you do. And like I said previously, with that policeman, he would say he's got a reptilian soul, but he's part of, and he's come down in the human form to do his shit on Earth. I don't know what he's going to do. To do with the Freemasons, to do with working within the corrupt organisations. Yeah, he's got his role to do. And when he dies, when he goes back to his clan, the different roles, okay, different species, different clans, and blah blah blah. Okay, God, we started off. Should we do any more? Can't think. And it's not okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay, and it's nothing to, like I say, they won't have to do anything, not to set up a booking. What do gurus set up? Cults. Ashrams. don't have to do any of that. You just have to be on earth and be themselves. That's all you have to do. It's just the fact that you're on earth, just to be yourself. And to be aware, and I think they are aware of just how there's more to life than what we see. There's more to life, and they're very in touch, I think. Especially with the second guy, I've told you I made a record about the food. I think people would have told him that he's psychic, or he sees things, or he senses things, or there's something about him. He knows things. Okay, and the little boys, they've just stopped, bless them. Yeah, I want their mum to be my best friend. Is it BBF? Best friend forever. It's not going now, mate. We'll wait till we die, eh? Hey, I can't really do with all this police business, but we'll wait till you die. Then we'll link up. It's all right, fine with that. Anyway, folks, I think that's it. I think I've gone on for long enough. So what have we covered tonight? Freemasons are shit-eating, piss-drinking bastards. Our prime ministers have got entity attachments. We won't have this trust one for long, because she has got an entity demon attached. It's a demon, it's fucking not a demon. Once you have an entity attachment, you're not going to be able to let go. You can't let go of it. The royal family, the royal family, and like I said, originally it was never royal. The name royal was never used, and it was to do, like I keep saying, not from the first civilization. It's from civilization. Our first civilization was destroyed by negative entities. The other civilizations that came afterwards, and then this civilization, okay, and in this civilization, okay, and that the term royal was the people that remembered through the DNA link, and then what the first civilization was like, and what our heavens was like. That they still had that link, that consciousness link to our creators and to their clan. And it was their role to help us get back to it. But as the negative beings knew that, that's why fake royals were put in. Fake royals were put in place on earth to govern, and they chose the word govern, and it wasn't to govern. It was never, ever, ever to govern. Never ever. Their egos are not that weak for the need to govern people or to control people. It was to offer advice. It was to let the people, give them the ability to get in touch with their creators. It wasn't so people would be fucking clapping as they drove on and slowly in the cars. It wasn't. And like I say, Haile Selassie, I think it was said in the Bible, he's a true royal from his DNA. I don't think he came from the maternal side of his family. I've not looked into other royals around the world. Just looked into. I was told from the very beginning, Haile Selassie is a true king of kings, royal, whatever. What to say? I don't know what to say. I do listen to Dan Sorbo, you know what I mean. He was a true, and his clan is true royal bloodline. And just because, I just want to make a distinction here, just because he comes from a royal bloodline, and that was from a bloodline that remembered who they were from the creators, it doesn't mean that his descendants now will have that link. They may do, they may not. And like I said, with my family, they had the opportunity to get this link, and they fucked it up. Not all my family, but my daughter and grandson had the opportunity, they could have had this contact, but they fucked it up. The fucking beast with beastly police fucking men. Okay, I'm gonna look. So yeah, so that's why. I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. It is me, and that's why. Royal family, blah blah blah. People in the media, and I keep saying this, and I'm not gonna keep saying it because you fucking know already. The MPs know. How to friends and influence people, James. Swear at them. Okay, MPs know. The media types, presenters, blah blah blah, all know this is going on. All know that there's we've got demons and overlays on MPs. MPs know this. To say we've got champions of free speech and Julian Assange and Edward Snowden are telling the truth, that's a load of bollocks. Why are they not saying this? And I provided the proof. Everybody can say that they can read minds. Anybody that doubts that they've got the technology to control the person and emotion, to read what people are thinking. Go back to my recordings, look at all my family's confirming, and I've not come out, said this from the beginning because I wanted them. I knew, because like I keep saying to people, they're fucking idiots that employed the very dregs of society, and I knew that one day they wouldn't be able to help themselves by saying it loud enough or softly enough that I could get them on audio saying it, because the fucking, literally, the dregs of the dregs are part of this. They're not highly trained police officers or MI5 agents. They're the dregs of the dregs. And I knew that they're fucking out themselves. I just knew it. So it's just, for me, it was waiting game. And they did. I knew that they would fucking say that we've got sex offenders watching you, we've got child molesters watching you, we can read what you're thinking, we know what you're thinking. The doctors know what you're thinking. I knew they were saying it because the dregs of the dregs. Okay, people, and the MPs and the people involved, like Durham Medical Centre, everybody that's involved or aware of this programme knows it. That they're not the smartest people, they're the dregs of society, the sexual deviants. Like I said, talking Prince Andrew with his finger up his daughter's arse, by looking at the flowers. They're not entities we should fear. That once you realise what they are, that you won't fear them either. I think that's enough now, don't you, family? Scared them enough. Do you know, I know people that are going to listen to me and know exactly what I'm talking about and going to be, okay, that might sound a bit weird. I'm just going to listen to what she's putting in recordings before. Let me just go back and make sure I'm catching what they're saying. And there's going to be people thinking, fuck off. You've gone too far now. No, she's gone too far. And there's a fine line. I know, and because I don't get the messages, because I don't know what people are thinking, like I say, they isolate me on purpose. So the phone calls, emails, I don't get, never got, and that's to do with Simon. Go back, Simon Foster, and look what's at the beginning, what it says publicly and what they do privately. Go back to people, the names that I've mentioned. Here we go, I'll stop there. Go back to the names that I've mentioned and see what they're doing. This is what's happening worldwide. Excuse me, worldwide. And just because I've got the druggy bastards and I've got families, my family, that will verify what I'm saying. Okay, it's been hours now, hasn't it? Literally hours. Thank you, family. Derby people, look up at the skies. I'm going to go now. And yeah, so if you do, one last thing, like I keep saying, I've not received any messages because phone calls, blah blah blah, because it's all been blocked. And if you was to come to me on the Pension Yard, do you know if we've never met? Don't do it, because I'll literally stand at the kitchen window, watch you banging on the door and do shit. Literally, I'll wait for fucking answer it stay. Yeah, and for people, I'm not ignoring you. I just not got any messages or any contacts. And the reason why I know this, like my phone goes off. Do you know what it said? You've got contacts or you've got messages, blah blah blah. And you get one. It doesn't make sense how many people read my tweets to how many people say that they've seen it, and it shows up that so many people have seen it, and there's no responses, or the emails for this particular channel. I've not had one since April last year. God, it's been time, but I've never had anything negative. I've had on the other channel where I've documented the fucking beastly actions. I've had two. I think one says, when I first started, disprove, we can disprove everything, or something like that, from a dragon. Another one says about meds. She needs meds or something. Please give me medication. Give me drugs. I love drugs. I'm in pain. Do with drugs. But yeah, so yeah, I've not. And then on my Instagram, is it Instagram? Who has Instagram? I've got Instagram. I don't use it, but it's like so many people. I've contacted you, you've got so many people, and I don't see it. Literally don't see it. So yeah, I'm not ignoring anybody. Just ain't getting the messages, blah blah blah. The fuck with my phones. Emails, whatever they can do, the fuck with, little bastards. Anyway, folks, family, this went on a while. So I think I've ranted. I'm gonna get going now. I've ranted, family. I think they want to say, okay, thank you, family, folks. If you're still listening to this after how many fucking hours, God bless you. Bye for now. Bye.